Alright guys, today we're going to be checking out the Asus ROG Orin, something like that. I'll put it down on the screen. I don't know how to pronounce it. M.2 NVMe SSD external portable enclosure case adapter. That's a mouthful, so we're just going to call it the Orin, if that's how I pronounce it. I don't know. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. But this retails for $53.99, so it's not cheap, but it has some special features that I think you guys will really like. So let's get into the video. Alright guys, so this supports M.2 PCIe NVMe Express SSDs, which NVMe SSDs, right? So it does not include the M.2, but if you're like me, you have several lying around from just old builds and stuff like that, which even if you don't, you can get one pretty cheap, 1 terabyte on Amazon for about $100, depending on what brand you go with and what feature set you go with. It is USB Type-C Gen 2, which has transfer speeds up to 10 gigabytes per second. While that's not the fastest that Gen 2 can go, it's the fastest that this allows it to go. Now, the difference between a 20 gigabyte per second versus 10 is not much. It's not that much, especially considering that these are capped at a certain amount. So the actual case is a aluminum alloy ROG case that has thermal pads and like a metal heatsink design on the outside. And it also has the ability to sync with Aura, RGB software, which we're going to get into that, but it has basically an endless amount of customization for the LEDs, which there's actually 2 LED spaces. There's like inside, I'll show you, it has basically 4 LEDs that shine up through the front and the front and the top. So yeah, in the box they could include a few things. They have a USB-A to USB-C cable, as well as a USB-C to USB-C cable, and a little rubber protective case, which I recommend using, or you're going to scratch the absolute crap out of your device, which this thing looks really good. You don't want to do that. Now, use cases for a device like this, it's a high-speed enclosure for your NVMe drive. So I use mine. This one I use for my school stuff. Like, I take photography right now. We'll probably take videography next year. So I keep everything I need for that, as well as biology papers, English themes, stuff like that. I keep it on this device, as well as I have a second one that keeps all of my footage that I'm currently editing on before it's sent to the vault in my server room. Now, you might not be like me and make videos, stuff like that, so you can use this just as a high-speed storage, external game drive, or even backing up all your data to something you do not want plugged into a computer, which is really nice. Now, my experience with this device was it's been phenomenal, except, a few things, but they're really nitpicky. The pros included rubber case, which is a must-have really for this device. Amazing build quality. You're not flexing this thing. It's basically a hunk of metal. So great build quality. I love the lighting. It looks really good, especially if you program it how you like, and it's fast. As well as the installation of the drive was super easy. Alright, so my cons, though, for this device is the software is horrible. One, it didn't work with the just normal Asus or Sync RGB software, which I use on my computer, right, for my motherboard. It didn't work with that, which, in my opinion, is the superior or Sync software. So it made me use Aurora Creator, something like that. I hate the software. I just hate it. It's way too complex. You have to like code in what you want it to do for 10 seconds, and you have to loop it and stuff like that. It was horrible. I want a drop-down menu to select my different effects, select the static color, and set it to blue or green or red or something like that. At most, have the little 16.9 million color little spread or whatever they give you. I'll choose from that. That's at most. That's the maximum of complexity I want with this device. And so that they failed on that. And my second and final con is that this gets hot. Now, oh, Tech Rocky, of course it's going to get hot. It's an NVMe SSD, right? Yes. But the problem is, it's not like my computer, right? My computer has airflow over it all the time, right? My fans run every second that it's on, really, except my back one, right? And they have heat sinks, just like this one. The problem is you handle this with your hands, right? For me, I don't mind, but one of my friends picks it up the other day and I'm editing right off of it. And he's just like, this is actually scarily hot, right? Now, I don't have a thermal imager or anything like that. I plan on getting one, though, in the next few months or something like that, right? This thing it's warm to the touch, if not hot. Like, if it's plugged into my computer and I'm editing for 5 or 6 or 7 hours, it's not touchable after 7 hours of high workflow through the device. It gets that hot. Now, I'm not saying it's ROG's fault, but they should definitely put a warning on the device's packaging or something like that. This is going to get hot, right? Now, so the cons, not too bad. They're just little nitpicky things, and the pros are just, I love this device. Now, definitely need the caution against using the RGB. Just keep it to a rainbow effect. Definitely caution about touching it after 5 or 6 hours of plugged-in use. But my final thoughts is this is an amazing device at a decent price. Now, you still have to buy the NVMe SSD. It's not like one of them Samsung T5s, I'm pretty sure, that you just plug in. Yeah, you can add in it's so much cheaper. You can get a terabyte for $100, and yeah. My final verdict on whether or not you should buy this device: installation, really simple. I love the device, and if you are like me, you edit a ton of stuff, or you need something high speed that is able to be portable, just like a thumb drive almost, but super high speed, definitely get this product. Throw a $100 1 terabyte SSD in it and call it a day. I love the device, but if you're not like me and you don't need something that's fast, get like a WD 2 terabyte external spinning drive or something like that. 2 terabytes for maybe $50. Don't get a high-speed device. You don't need it if you're not editing videos or something that needs a high-speed device. But I love this device and definitely worth a pickup. And yeah, link will be in the description. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. How about just comment something you guys enjoyed about the video. Comment if you're going to pick up one of these devices, or comment something you want me to check out next. And so, it's your boy, Tech Rocky, leaving. Bye. Bye. Stop sticking around. Alright, adios.